Hello and welcome, this is BullDog Games, and today we're going to continue with our taming system. I think this is part 3 now, but let's just quickly play it and we'll show you where we're at. So, for example, the AI is roaming around and it will continue to roam off our behaviour tree. It should spot us and then it'll attack. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit janky. We're going to fix that today. We're going to completely redo the attack system, but first there are a couple of things that I want to get, a couple of bugs that have been pointed out to me, so I'm going to resolve them now. And the first one is the water. So if we press play, the water, did I fix it? Yeah, so as you can tell, look, yeah, when you jump it hardly takes any stamina, but the water goes down. That is just literally the preferences. So let me just open up this, go to, where are we, we're above, right. So that's just literally this, so how much water actually drains. We don't want this, we want 0.02. The stamina drain we'll sort out in a minute. Fly down to the jump, which is down here, and this can be 0.03 because obviously it takes a little bit more energy. And then if we go into the stamina drain up here, we want to drag this pin, create a new node for stamina drain, and call this stamina drain. The reason for this is because we're getting stamina and then we want to take away the stamina drain, but we need, where we've put them up here, as you can tell now we've got the float box here. We can actually edit them here, so you can actually pull off this and yeah, change it yourself, but you don't really need to. You can just literally change it now. So the stamina drain, just put 0.1, and then for jumping, go back down to jumping, stamina drain, put 0.2. Compile, save, play. So now when we run, the stamina goes down and the water goes down with it. We jump a little bit more. And as you can tell, once the stamina, it can't quite get to 0. So the best thing to do on that is the stamina regen. Let's have a look at the stamina regen. So we're going to add 0.1 every time. Let's actually, and then if it's -1, so if stamina is greater or equal to, you want to continue to go do it. But if it's true, yeah, you want to set movement speed back. We didn't do that last time, I don't think. So set movement speed, no, set max walk. We need to go to a moment. Set max walk speed, and if we hit the true pin, so this is, so so the stamina is less than or equal to, I think that's supposed to be less than or equal to 1, then that means that we've got no stamina left. And then we're going to hit the set target, and I can't remember what the max walk speed is. 500. We're going to set that back to 500. So what's the, it's been a while since, or a couple of days since I've been on this. So sprint is, yeah, 850. So obviously once now we can use our stamina. It shouldn't be redraining once we're using it anyway, and now obviously it's empty and we stop. It's another little bug. It shouldn't be draining when we're using it. As you can tell, that it's trying to add it back. So stam regen, stamina drain, stamina drain. Okay, so yeah, so that's creating a sticky button as such. So you really want to just create a flip flop. Maybe. Okay, we'll come back to that. That's not the purpose of this video. We'll sort that out in a later video. Right. So if we now go back to our game AR folder, we've got our master tree behavior tree here. So obviously these are pretty easy to understand. You've got a root, and then it comes down to a selector. It will always go from left to right. So it will come here, it will roam around, it will then wait 5 seconds. Once the 5 seconds up, it'll come up here, and if the condition hasn't changed, it'll run back to the task roam around and continue doing his circle. But if the condition changes, so he's seen the player, he's going to come back up to the selector and then come down here, and this is going to be the chase player. But what we need to do is we need to create an attack system from here. Previously I done the attack system on the third person player, AI attack here. We don't need this. This is going to be redundant. We're going to use a sphere line trace to help us achieve what we need to do. First we get my notes back up. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect this pin. We're going to keep AI attack. I'm going to close this down a bit. Oh, not that much. And from the AI attack, we want to get a sphere trace by channel. Okay, not a multi-sphere trace by channel, a sphere trace by channel. Okay, and how we get this is we're going to get our actor location, and we're going to slide that into the start. We're going to pull off here and add to this. This is for, we're going to use this in a minute. So we're going to need that there, just to keep everything nice and organized. We're going to want to get actor rotation. And we're going to pull off here, and we're going to get the forward vector. So we're going forward. Okay, and we're going to times this forward vector for how much distance that we would like. So we're going to multiply this and convert, right click here, convert pin, float, and we're going to put in here 100, and then that's going to slip into the add, and then from the add pin it's going to slip into the end pin. Okay, the radius we're going to come out and we're going to promote to a variable. So we're going to keep radius there. It's going to promote it to a variable. We're going to instant variable it. So you can change these when you create a new tame. So the attack radius is different. Okay, because it could be the dragon that spits fire. So they're going to be different. So we're going to keep that the way it is. We're going to pull off. 1 minute. We don't need the channel. We need the object. So delete this. We need a sphere trace for objects. Okay, so start goes into actor, the plus goes into end, the radius goes into radius. The object type we want to pull here and make an array. Okay, and what we want it to do is the pawn. Okay, so these can attack other animals. Yeah, but we haven't set that up, but we will do eventually, and on duration. Okay, so this is the new attack. We're going to add this into our behavior tree. But for first, we're going to pull off our return value and get a branch, because we want to know if it was successful or not. We're going to come out of the out hit and break. Okay. Out of the hit actor here, so this hit actor, we want to cast to our third person player. So cast to third person character, because that's obviously going to be our character, and we're going to hit the true pin, and then we're going to want to come off the third person character and play an Annie montage. Okay, so an Annie montage. Now the montage is the attack that we want. Okay, so but what I'm going to do is I'm going to promote this to a variable and call it Annie montage attack. Yeah, again, because obviously we're going to have different, and we don't want to keep coming into the blueprint to edit these things. So if we compile this and save, we can change this one to jump and bite normal, and the radius, what did I do it on the other one? I think it was 50. I think no, it wasn't actually. I was way off. 200 for the radius. And then we're going to pull off here and apply damage. Okay, so we're going to apply. Oh, spell it right, Adam. Apply damage. And the damage actor is going to be the hit actor. And then we're going to pull off the damage again. We're going to promote to variable base damage. Let's call it AI damage. AI damage. Let's compile this to, let's say, 0.2, and we're going to compile and save that. Okay. Let's have a sip of me drink. Right, so now we need to sort out our behavior tree. Okay, and we want to disconnect the chase player from here because we're going to put a parallax in, a simple parallel. Okay, and what this does, this allows us to do in this section, it allows us to do two things at once pretty much. Okay, so the first one is going to be BP chase player. The second one we're going to pull off and put a sequence in. Okay, and then what we need to do is we need to, for one of these sequence is a BB chase player. Okay, and then the second one is we need to create a new task. So we're going to create a new task and we're going to call this attack player. Oh, don't like spaces, does it? And we'll save that. Right. So the first thing we need to do is right click this. Oh, nothing. Functions, override. Yeah, receive, execute AI. Oh, my legs going dead, one sec. And we're going to pull off here and get a delay. And the delay I'll say in about 0.7, that should be fine. Don't want it too quick, but don't want it too fast. And then we're going to cast to our tame player. So we're going to get our control pool and we're going to cast to our AI character. So my one's called Tame Master. There we go. And we're going to connect this up. Let me actually just pop this up here. Compile, save. From our Tame Master, we're going to call AI attack. So AI attack, which is our function here that we've just made. So this function here on Tame Master is now being called in our task on our, behavior tree. Okay, and then we need to always come out and finish the execute and click success. Okay, back to the master tree. We now need to pull off that and get the attack player. So we're going to get the attack player, then we're going to chase the attack player. So we're going to attack, then chase, attack, then chase. And then for some reason, if it does pop back through this, we're also going to put attack player up here. It's just a fail safe. So it doesn't lose. So it doesn't lose us, for example. Okay. Right. So let's go and play, and let's see what that does. So yeah, we're running, we're still losing. Stam good. As soon as this dog sees us, it's going to chase us. Hello. There's a sphere chase, and once it gets close, it attacks. It attacks. Oh god, it attacks. It attacks. Oh god, it attacks. And as you can tell, it's not taking our health down at the moment. Okay, so I've got to implement that. But as you can tell, it keeps getting cut on the camera. So what we need to do is go into tame, go into the mesh, find the collisions, carry it to mesh. We want to go custom, and then we want camera to ignore, and we want to do that on the capsule component as well. So collision presets is pawn. We want to go custom, where we want to click camera to ignore. So now when it finds us, if it attacks us, we're not going to clip. As you can tell, it is doing the animation, but it's a little bit flaky. Okay, but it's working. We're getting attacked. We're losing damage. Right. So the next thing is go on to your Tame Master, and you want to scroll up to where on pull sensing is. Okay. And what we need to do before we do this, we need to do a check. So we want to get a branch, and then on a condition we want to right click, promote that to create a variable, and then we want to call is attacking, because if it is attacking, we want it off the true, we want it to come up and hit a delay. So it delays it 2 seconds, because otherwise it's going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Yeah, and then we're going to set is attacking to false. Okay, and then off false, because obviously we're not attacking. At the end of the AI attack, we want to bring in is attacking set to true. Okay, so it's just a simple little check. We do not need this anymore, which is the old code for the old attack. This is just a lot easier and a lot less, it's a lot manageable. Did I just delete something that I didn't need? No, it's a lot manageable like this. Okay, so is attacking to branch, if true, delay it, and then click, and then set it attacking to false, and then we hit the false, we set the ball to say has seen player, then we go to the walk speed, and then we hit AI attack. Okay, let's see what that does. Let's find our little player or our little AI character. I've got to change that. We'll do that in a moment. Right, so it's seen me. So it wants to attack. Okay, so you can run away. It's now chasing us, and it's attacking us because it's caught us. Yeah, and it's attacking us. Like I said, this is still buggy, but it's doing what it's supposed to do. Okay. So once it grabs us, there you go. That's the attack. Okay. So that is still a little bit buggy. Oh, I know why that is. So go to third person map. If you've got the same, the same mesh, this is okay. So go to game, go to the creatures, go to the animations, and you want to find the animation, which is the bite normal animation. Okay. And as you can tell, this moves on the axis, yeah, on the axis, yeah. So it jumps forward. We don't want it to do that. We want it to jump in place. So on the asset details, if we scroll down, there's enable root motion, which will jump it in place. Okay, so we can save that. Now, if we go to here, when it catches us, it jumps. Yeah. So it's not all jaggy. It's getting better, as you can tell. It's chasing us, it's chasing us, it's chasing us. Oh, it tried to attack us. It's chasing us, it's right. So, let me just quickly go back to my... Right, so the next thing is a third person character. Stamina drain, we want the health to take damage here. Obviously we've called the apply any damage here, and we need to call the next one. Do we need to call that? Yeah, we need to call the next one event any damage on the blueprint. So event any damage. The damage is going to come straighter and go into a subtract. The subtract is going to be the health, but we want the health to be at the top. Yeah. And the subtract damage at the bottom. Okay, we're then going to pull out and clamp these slopes. And then we're going to set the health. Okay. So we're going to set the health, and then obviously we're going to do a check to see if we die, but we don't need to do that yet because obviously we haven't implemented that. So now when this AI attacks us, it's going to draw. It does take a little while for it to, I think that's because that check. So as you can tell, every time it grabs us, it bites us. If it can get closest to us, it'll attack and kill us. There you go. So I think this check here may be causing a little bit of an issue. Let's just move that for the moment. I should bring the dog closer, but so the dog's seen us. It's attacking. Boom, boom. We'll get out of there with a little bit of health. Obviously, it won't take that much health, and it still chased us and it killed us. Right. So the next video, I think we are going to do it so if we outrun, we can outrun the animal. Okay, and if we can outrun the animal will go back to this tree. So we're gonna set another what they called a key. We're gonna set another key and do a oh god, it's been a while, decorator to this to say like can we still see the player? Okay, so has seen player is not set, and then has seen player is not set. Okay, we've already set that up in the chase player, I believe. No. Okay, well I'll do double with that, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. This is BullDog Games, and on that bombshell, I'm out.